good men? Where are they? I keep seeing that video. They're hiding. All of your videos of, you know, screaming and saying how much you hate men and your icks because I don't know they breathe. They just decided they're going to be hiding for a while. They're done. They're taking a vacation from women.
Welcome to my channel, Outspoken Samantha. If you are new here, welcome. I appreciate you clicking on the video to watch it. And since you are here, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button. And to those of you that are returning, welcome back. I truly do appreciate your continued support on my channel, and I hope that you are subscribed as well. So this is a question that a lot of young women seem to be asking themselves these days. Where are all the good men? Where have they gone? Am I doomed to be alone forever? Why don't men talk to me? Why don't men approach me? What is going on? And I think that there are a lot of things that are contributing to this problem right now, particularly as this divide between men and women just seems to be getting bigger and bigger. But I think one of the biggest contributing factors is the fact that today's women seem to be completely incapable of recognizing their own contribution to the problem, and they just want to blame men for everything, and they don't think that they have anything to correct, when ironically I think that they are causing the most problems. Now, there are a lot of different things that we could touch on in this space, but one thing I want to bring up today is just a little piece of advice. Ladies, call me crazy, but I don't think that smearing men as predators and as stalkers and as creeps across the internet is really going to help your cause, particularly when most of the time that you are doing it, it really appears to be for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Now, one particular area where this has been a really big problem has been with the rise of this trend where women are recording themselves at the gym. They get ready in their skimpy little outfits, they get ready to do their work, they set up their camera, and then if any guy happens to glance in their way, they start screaming and yelling at him, calling him a creep, calling him out for being a stalker or harassing her, and just causing a really big problem when honestly these guys are usually just looking to try and see what's going on and just not really doing anything at all but minding their own business and just happen to be caught glancing in their direction. Now, there are a lot of videos like this online. If you want to see just kind of a good collection of them, go to a TikTok account or a Twitter account by Joey Swoll, that's S-W-O-L-L. He talks about this all the time. This has become a really big problem, and a lot of men are responding when they see these women at the gym by telling them to turn their cameras off, by reminding them that the world does not revolve around them, and reminding them that everybody there is actually paying to be there and needs to be able to access the equipment without worrying about being yelled at about getting in somebody's camera shot or being yelled at as a creep for just happening to look their way. Because I don't know about you guys, but to me, the gym is a place where you go to alleviate stress. So you really shouldn't be worried about going there and having to deal with a heightened level of stress because there's some unhinged TikTok lady trying to create a video for her account, thinking that everything in her immediate area revolves around her and belongs to her and is in her control and that she is entitled to. Thankfully, in this particular instance, because we're just going to watch a clip of this in case you have not seen this type of content, this woman does try to call this guy out in the background who happens to look at her, and it backfires spectacularly.
Do you need something? Do you need something? Okay, I thought so.
Are you okay?
Keep it pushing.
If you're getting rude, you can leave. Nobody was looking at you any type of way. I don't own the gym, I work here. Yes. And if you're getting rude, then you can leave.
That means what?
I can call the police and have you trespassed right now. Would you like that?
Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead, let him know.
That's what we'll do. So right now, you can take your stuff and head up front.
So here she thought that she was going to get her video and be able to participate in this trend of women being looked at in the gym, and that she would be able to post her video and get all of these women rallying around her for just having to deal with the male gaze constantly, when she happened to just call out the wrong person who looked in her direction and happened to be somebody that did not own the gym but worked there and was tired of her crap and actually had her membership revoked. Because women always want to be the victim. For some reason, this has become a trend. It is something that they can monetize on TikTok. It is something that they can get followers for. So they are just, it's almost like they're trying to create these situations where they can be a victim where no victimhood exists. But I love that this woman decided to make a point and create a video showing that when you're at the gym, nobody cares what you're doing but you. And if you think you are the center of attention, really the only person that you are the center of attention to is yourself.
I could literally, do a squat here, Then I could go over here. I'm gonna flip this tire. And then I'm gonna flip it back. And then I'm gonna grab a sandbag. And I'm gonna flip the sandbag, come down, jump with the squat, throw it down, do a cheeky push-up, and no one's watching me at all. Absolutely no one has looked at me the whole time.
And it's true. I was keeping an eye on all the guys behind her because there are probably at least a dozen men working out behind her, and I couldn't see even one person that glanced in her direction. But had she been one of these entitled women with the goal of finding someone to harass or at least label as a creep in some way, she probably could have found somebody that at least gave her a side eye, which would have been a cue for her to just throw an absolute fit. The thing is, when you go to the gym, most people are aware that this is not a nightclub setting. This is not an appropriate environment to be hitting on people. It's just not something that typically happens. And so for you to go and set up your camera with the intention of catching someone, just know that we know that it's completely fabricated, that you are not being stalked or harassed in any way, and that this is just one more way that women are using, for whatever reason, to say that all men are creeps, or that all men are, that can't resist women or don't respect women, or whatever the narrative is. But what's funny is that every single one of these women, once they are done with their workout, they will go home and create another TikTok whining about why men are not approaching them, whining about why men don't want to come near them, why they don't ask them out, why they don't pay attention to them. Because it's literally become a goal for these women to create content that they can monetize, that is centered on depicting men, any man, as a creep, as a weirdo, as a stalker, and they don't care who this man is. They don't care about the person that they're potentially smearing. They don't care about how this could impact their life. It doesn't matter who they are as a person at all and how far off they are in their current assessment that the guy they're trying to smear across the internet as some kind of predator actually has a life, has a job, has friends. They might be in a relationship. They might have a family. And all of that could be negatively impacted by one woman on the internet trying to tell the entire world that they are unsafe and that they are disrespectful, etc. Guys have become well aware that at any time they could be caught up in your drama and find themselves in a situation that they are not going to be able to defend themselves from. So they're staying away. But instead of women looking at this and saying, what am I doing to cause this problem? What am I doing to drive men away? What am I doing to give men the idea that women are not safe to approach? Instead, as what most modern women these days do, they just find a way to make the situation worse. So this is now not only an issue in the gym, but men anywhere can be caught at the wrong time by some woman's random camera and painted as a creep no matter where they are. So this is a woman in a grocery store recording the man behind her and trying to do everything she can to say that this man is being a perv, try to portray him as a stalker. Meanwhile, keep in mind, she has no idea who this guy is, and she doesn't care how this could impact him should he be identified by maybe his employer or maybe his wife or somebody else in his life. She doesn't seem to care. It is all about her.
That's what you guys are, just a couple of meat bags.
And then she insults him at the end and calls him a meat bag. I was watching him the whole time, and he is probably wondering why the heck you're taking so long at the cash register, wondering why you're just standing there and not really doing anything, and he might be just in a hurry to get out of the store, and yet he has to wait for one more Gen Z person who's stuck on their phone and not paying attention to anybody else around them. Also, I am genuinely confused about the fact that she is holding her phone in her hand, yet she manages to record herself. I can't imagine that the store gave her video footage of her interaction at the cash register here. So did she walk around with a camera? Does she have another phone? What's going on? How did this video footage happen? But what we do know is that this woman is now just demonstrating how any woman can record any man in any scenario, has no problem smearing him as a weirdo across the internet, and that essentially no man is safe no matter what they are doing, and that these women are all too ready to damage their reputation in the most innocent of circumstances. Why would any man want to take this risk? But ladies, maybe if you want to know why men are done with you and why they've left the dating scene and why they're looking for wives overseas, maybe just look in the mirror. Don't pay so much attention to what the people behind you are doing, but maybe start to look at your own actions. Maybe review all of these selfies and these thousands of hours of video of yourself that we know you all have, and start looking at your own actions and your own behavior, because that's where the problem is. It's not the guy in the background that's the problem. It's you. And if you keep pulling crap like this, just know that you're going to drive more guys away, and you can't complain when they don't answer the inevitable TikTok video that you will end up posting, wondering where all the good men are. Because you have smeared several good men as creeps across the internet, and now, because of your behavior and the loud and clear messages that you've sent, they've decided to keep a good distance away for their own safety, well-being, and sanity. But I would love to hear all of your thoughts on this in the comments below. I know that this has become a really big issue. I really am starting to lose any hope that this dating crisis can be solved and that men and women are ever going to come back together. But maybe if we just keep talking about them, women will gain the awareness they need to stop driving men completely away from them. Please be sure to hit that like button. Make sure that you are subscribed. Keep it real, guys, and I will see you in the next one.